I would like to think of myself as maybe a conduit for a lot of other things that goes on around here. But I think that all of us, in terms of faculty, if we all were that way, and I think we all are, that we kind of play with each other and feed off each other. So what you get with Mr. D in the band or in applied lessons, that would transfer into what you got with or what you get with other courses in terms of fine arts, whether you're a music major or not. So maybe I guess if you can call me a conduit, maybe.
I guess if I had to pick one word, I would say theater is collaborative.
A three.
Peace.
Universal would be the one word that I would use to describe art.
Life.
I would say that dance is love.
For me, if I were to describe fine art in one word, it would be beauty. Fine art can be a lot of different things to different people, but I find that the thing that moves me most and that nurtures my soul is when I see a painting or a piece of sculpture that's beautiful, that evokes that emotion in me.
I think peace is an all-encompassing word, and you can take it to mean a lot of different things. But I don't know of any musician or someone who enjoys music that doesn't experience peace in some sort of way, aesthetically or what have you. So I would, if there was one word, it would be peace.
I wouldn't even say that dance is just a word. Dance is just a feeling to me.
Because music helps you get through life. I mean, I feel like as an artist, your pieces or your music or whatever you do is a symbolism of your life and who you are. Like, it's all supposed to be true emotions and from the heart.
The fact that it can communicate and it can transcend cultures, languages, and people.
Sometimes art makes me think about things. Sometimes it teaches me about other people and other places. But I love the feeling I get when I see a painting or a photograph or a sculpture that is beautiful, and I find that very nourishing to my soul.
Because I get a thrill when I be on stage, you know what I'm saying? Just to entertain someone. That's why I feel like my purpose in life is just to entertain someone, just to make a person smile, make a person feel how another person feels, you know what I'm saying? Give it from another person's point of view.
All these different people come together with their talents and we work towards a common goal. In some of the other art fields, it's more solitary or individual. Very often if you see a painting, it was often done by a single artist.
We rely on music therapeutically. We rely on music for messages. We get that from our slave ancestors, that kind of thing. So coming out of those beginnings, the Congo Square and all of that and all that kind of stuff, coming from New Orleans, that made me, if you will, that made me in terms of my personality and my attitude.
I think art has never been more relevant than it is today. I think at a time when families are struggling, often to make ends meet, when unemployment is still a concern, it's never been more important for us to have quality of life experiences.
I believe that passion, especially in art, is when you don't have assignments, when you're not in a school setting, when you don't even know if anybody's going to view the work, but when you just have a desire to make or to create anything.
I feel passionate about what I do because radio is a close thing to my heart.
It's a whole world of theater, from classical to contemporary, and I like to do things that make me step outside of myself and really try to challenge my skill as an actor to portray a message to the audience.
Really?
Yes, yes, y'all, and you don't stop to the beat, y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, yes, y'all, and you don't stop.
My name is Jared Heath. Everybody calls me JD though. I am the program director here at WASU 92.7. Obviously, my passion is radio. You know, I love radio, everything about it, you know, all the elements that go into making a radio show or to making a radio station run. I feel like radio is a lost art that, you know, people get the wrong idea about radio. It's like, you think you just make music. I mean, you just get music and you just play it like you can do at home, but it's more than that because you have different elements like commercials and segments and you get artists, you know, you get to meet a lot of people. I really do want to be a program director for a big radio station, something like maybe a B103 or a Hot 107.9, you know, something like that. But you know, right now I'm just gonna start off as like a producer, you know, work behind the scenes and work my way up in the business. I express myself depending on how I'm feeling that day. I know like a couple years back, it's actually a year back, my pops had died. So, you know, I was just really stressing and I didn't really have anybody to vent to. So I used my fine arts to, you know, get my frustration out and stuff like that. So I use fine arts to get that extra stress off my back. You know, when I'm in a radio station, it's like the one place on the earth where I feel like at ease and peace. This is like my fortress of solitude.
Ishmael, did you tell her about the blackout? How she just black out and not fade out? Because it takes a long time for it to fade out.
When you do the blackouts, Alicia, they said can you just press the button and not fade out? Because, of course, it takes longer to fade out. Yeah.
Well, my name is Dimitri Nader. I'm a martial artist, a theater major, and really, I'm just a genuine person trying to make it. I love helping people, I love giving back, so that pretty much sums it up. My purpose in fine arts is storytelling. I like to consider myself a storyteller because through acting, which is my concentration in theater, I like to challenge myself to do plays that aren't the typical, you know, stereotypical black plays and black theater. Acting is the opportunity to just take your world and put it backstage. And when you come out on stage, you get to experience a whole new universe. You've got to give these characters memories, you've got to give them character traits, stature, all types of physical stuff that goes into acting. So what I want to convey to the audience, my message, is that when I step out on stage, Dimitri is no more. And I become Stanley, in this case, for Streetcar Named Desire, or whatever character I'm playing. I want to convey to them that acting is a art. It is something that is relevant in the world, and it can take you through so many levels and emotions.
Art is good for the soul, and painting and drawing and sculpting and ceramics, those are all things that we do right here in our facility. And I have loved that opportunity myself to get to put my hands in the clay and to pick up that paintbrush and to have skilled people that can lead me in that process.
The thing that we try to convey on our students here is that through the arts, you can achieve anything, you can attain anything. I know you're a biology major, a mass comm major, or a math major, you think, what is, well, the arts, first of all, playing music and listening to music, it is an intellectual process. It exercises the right brain and left brain. It spurs those, in my opinion, those endorphins in your brains to make you feel good, to inspire you, all of that. The arts, particularly the music, can do it for you. Being a visual artist, performing artist, or literary artist, it doesn't matter. The arts can do it for you. And you can achieve anything. You'll graduate, you'll get your degree.
I'm Rashard Russell, a 23-year-old mass communication major from Bainbridge, Georgia. Small town country boy, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to just get my name out there some kind of way. When I give them my delivery, I'm just showing them or telling them that anybody can make it. Whether you're from a small country town, whether you're from a big city, whether you're short, whether you're tall, anybody can make it if you just practice and dedicate yourself to what you're doing, to anything that you're doing that you want to dedicate to your dreams. Dedication is all the word that you need, you feel what I'm saying? When you dedicate yourself to your dream, you will succeed anyway.
My name is Apracia Martin. I go by the name of Prey. I'm a 22-year-old mass communications major. I am a dancer here at Albany State University. I'm the captain of Platinum Divas dance team. We dance for basketball season. I am obsessed with dance. Like, I just love it because dancing just takes me to a place that nobody can destroy. When I'm happy, I dance. When I'm mad, I dance. When I'm sad, I dance. Like, it doesn't matter. Dancing is just any mood all around. It just makes me feel better. And I feel like from me being at ASU on the dance teams, I feel like I've contributed a lot, especially with my dance team. It was in a bit of a mess when I first got here from the bottom because there was a lot going on, a lot of people missing, a lot of people not committed. But I came in and it was just like a rebirth. Me and my teammates, we just redid the squad. We're here now. We got plenty of uniforms. We have plenty of passionate girls who just love to do the same thing that we do. And when you have those things meshed together, you got the perfect dance squad. I would say dancing is a way that I express myself through fine arts. I don't think some people understand the message that you can get across with just dance alone. Like I said, it's just it can be a physical or mental thing. Like the music that you play in the background, that can even change the whole situation, the whole meaning, the whole purpose of why you're dancing. And if you just sit and watch that, then sometimes you can understand even if you're not into dance. It's just a beautiful thing to see. What's inspired me to dance is just really, the first time I danced, it was like something I was pushed to do by my mom, and I was very young. She just kind of shot me out there with it, and I just kind of fell in love with it. And ever since then, I've been inspired to dance, especially by the people who watch me. They inspire me the most because they support so much what I do. So that makes me love it even more because I'm giving people pleasure and something that I get pleasure out of doing. Like, I love to dance, and I'm just inspired that people love to watch me dance. It's just a good feeling.
What inspires you?
Oh, that's easy. My students. That's my inspiration. That's all about inspiration. When they do well, that is the best thing for a teacher. When your students do, or when your students don't do well, that's just the worst thing. But when we see our students transform, almost like existentialism, being and becoming, when we see them come as one person, like Naima, she's this person as a freshman. So when she's a junior and a senior, it's like a flower. So when our students come in and they grow and they progress and they do well, that's it. That's our inspiration. So our job here at Albany State or any university is to get you from point A to point B. Now, whatever it takes to get you there, you know what I mean? We're gonna struggle, we're gonna fight, but we're gonna get you there. So that's the inspiration, in my opinion.
What inspires me? Really just the music, man. Music inspires me every day. Every day I wake up, I probably listen to music 1,000% of the time. So I'm just really a music lover.
What role do you play when it comes to music?
I'm an artist. That's my role.
Mm-hmm.
I give my audience what they feel that they need. I do various pieces of music. I can do R&B, I can do real hip hop, and some of the club rap. I just try to relate to my audience. I don't try to do all that I got all this money and this and that. No, I tell you about the things that I go through. I mean, what I'm going through at the time, or my audience or whoever is around me at the time listening to my music can feel what I'm going through. The good, the bad, and ugly in art is some people do it for their own reasons. I feel like as an artist, you're supposed to do it for the love. that's really what art to me is. It's a love for doing something that, like, okay, if you get paid for it, it's all great, but to be recognized for it just for doing it for the love would be so much greater. I feel like it'd be so much more true to the heart.
I've always been interested in trains. Trains keep it mellow for me. Growing up as a kid, we lived right by a yard, so I was always seeing stuff pass by, and it was all the older artists that are now, most of them are dead and gone. Just seeing that pass by every day, knowing that that could be my name, and you would see it all over the world rather than having to keep it to pen and paper or just putting it on a canvas and selling it for $1,000. I just did that, and I picked up a little Sharpie, big Sharpie, and started writing, trying to figure out what I can make my name. And I've had several of them since before then. We don't go out killing people, we don't rob houses, we don't set fires to buildings or any of that shit. All we are kids or adults getting out there and just trying to get our name out, man. We want to be known. The main thing for me, the reason I started, was I just wanted to see my name in other places that I haven't even traveled yet. Like, get there and it's there before me. Most artists starting up try graffiti. They might not have stuck with it, but in the end they turned into muralists or people that paint houses for living, or people who just illustrate. I mean, you can start off from anywhere. I never knew I'd be doing it, but I've always drawn and everything like that. I met up with some friends and they showed me some pictures of this other graffiti, and from there it just spurred. I started picking out people that I liked and started following them and figuring out how they did everything that they did just to get to where they were, as it's called, getting up. What inspires me is being able to take, say like this place right here, it was an abandoned building, it looked like crap, and now it's a place where everybody can come and hang out and do all this, and without having to go out and steal or do drugs or anything like that. I mean, I've got a bunch of inspirations, so.
Really, that's an easy question. Fine arts will include, if you will, performing arts, literary arts, and visual arts. All of those things combined will together make what we call the fine arts. In those various studies, or those 3 studies, you find everything in terms of music, art, that's what I mean by visual arts, or writers, poets, if you will. Those elements are essential, in my opinion, to a viable education system. So I'm really concerned when I see the arts being sort of eliminated on the middle school and elementary school. The kids need the arts. They need it. It's a great segue to a beautiful life, if you will.
Do what you love. Just don't do it for the money. I mean, of course, stack your money, but find something that you really want to do with your life and pursue it.
You know, having grown up in Southwest Georgia, I love this place so much. I love this community so much. And I believe there's so much beauty here. And one of the ways I think we celebrate that is when we embrace the arts. And I think fine arts is a way that we are able to capture so many beautiful images from this region and make them come alive for people, not only here but in other places. We've photographed our entire collection, and we are putting that out on the web so that other people in other places can see that and will be drawn here to our community. And one of the things that I would love to see here is that this community come together around our museums. I think that that's a great uniter of people. I think art does that. I think music does that. I value my friends who lead other art institutions here. I value the art programs that we have at Albany State University and at Darton State College and Albany Tech and the things that they're doing in the realm of arts. And I think one of the ways we can grow this community and we can help other people love it like we do is by embracing the fine arts, coming together and promoting our community as not only a community that loves the arts, but a community that embraces it, says it's important, and says that we want to put Albany on the map as a place where art is important and we as a community value it.
Thank you.